They want me to change, they want me to change, but I ain't changing, nah. I remain the same.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you in conjunction with Beautiful Machine Magazine, as well as the mighty Nerd DJs Radio Network. And you already know, man, every second, every day, every minute, every month, we only rock with legends around here. And today is abso-fucking-lutely no exception. Matter of fact, she's so humongoid. Took us almost a half an hour to get her on the show because we had to break through all the bandwidth and all the interruptions from the internet over her greatness. We have Miss Lily Massie to join the conversation. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How's your family?
Good, good. How's your family?
Thank you for asking. We're doing all right.
Nice.
Yeah, family shit. And shout out to your team. And I don't know who info the come up is. I'm assuming that is also your manager. Or
Yep, Casey.
all right, shout out to Casey. As you can see, Lily is actually here. So, and shout out to Jay, Fiona. They love you.
Yeah, that is my girlfriend.
Okay, so you don't look like what you sound like. Have you heard that before?
I have heard that before. I hear that a lot, actually.
You ever heard of Tina Marie?
Yes, I get compared to her a lot.
That is one of the biggest compliments anybody in the galaxy can give you.
Thank you.
I love Tina Marie, but the similarities are definitely there. Um, what was it about? When did you decide that music was what you wanted to do?
It sounds so like basic, but genuinely, since like I can remember, like I have always loved music. Um, my uncle is a heavy metal singer. My dad was a good singer. Like I've just always been around music. My parents were very, very, very into music. They would always take me to concerts and always have just like old R&B blasting in the house. So it's just something that I just feel like it was in my bones.
So why not hard rock or heavy metal?
Well, I mean, I don't even know why I said that. That really has nothing to do with anything, but my
It's a
uncle is.
different genre. It's definitely different.
Yeah. Also, it has nothing to do with why I make music. I mean, I grew up listening to R&B and like
Hmm.
Frank Sinatra and Elvis because my dad loved them and my mom loved R&B, like Whitney, and Anita Baker and things like that. So like growing up my whole life, that's what I grew up on.
That is an interesting combination.
It is, yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
What do you take from Frank Sinatra?
It's interesting because like I was never a fan of that music growing up. Like when my parents would play it, I would be like, "Can you turn this off? Like I don't like it." But now as an adult, when I listen back, like I genuinely appreciate all genres and I think that he has a lot of great lyrics and a lot of great melodies and just something about him I do think is you can learn from.
His time, his generation and time frame kind of remind me a little bit of this one in that swag is definitely more important than raw talent.
Yep.
Not to say that Frank Sinatra couldn't sing, he was okay,
Yeah.
but he wasn't about to tear down the roof of every
Right.
area he went to. But it was something about Frank Sinatra that made that guy that put asses in the seats.
Yeah. It was definitely like personality.
Yeah, yeah, he just oozed like charisma type of shit.
Yeah.
What's more important to you, a better live show or better production?
Um, I think that they're both different and I think that they go hand in hand, but I do think that live shows are probably more important.
Hmm. The best show you've given and the worst show you've given.
The best show I've given was a show in Atlanta when I opened for Tone Stith. That was probably the most like fun time I've ever had on stage. The crowd, people were singing my songs, and it was the first time that I pulled up to a venue and like as an opener, and like the crowd knew me, which was like really cool. Like they were singing my lyrics and stuff, and I literally cried on stage. So that was cool. And then the worst show, when I opened for Kevin Ross in Nashville,
Uh-huh.
I was extremely unprepared and nervous because I had only really opened for like not trying to like downplay other people that I've opened for, but
Hmm.
Kevin Ross is like a different breed. Like he is probably the most talented artist that I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of artists live.
Hmm.
And so my performance like was just not up to par for in my opinion, and so it was just really difficult for me.
Hmm.
But I mean, a lot of people didn't think it was bad. I just, for me, if I had to pick, that's probably my worst performance.
What'd you fix about it?
What did I fix about it?
Hmm.
Well, now my show set, it's all like live instruments, so it
Hmm.
feels like there's a band behind me. Uh, since I'm an independent artist, I usually don't have a band with me at the shows, but
Hmm.
I do want that feeling of the live music, so I have that now. I also, take more vocal lessons now, so I can be more confident in my ability. And yeah, just more confidence, things like that. Just I took a lot of notes from him.
Independent artist choice, or is this just your bridge?
It's definitely both. I mean, I've been like offered opportunities, but I know that like I'm not naive. Like I know I'm a small artist, and if I were to sign right now, it would not be for my in my favor. So it's by choice right now.
And when you say small artist, how are you defining that?
Well, I'm on the come up. I have a strong following. I have people that they come out to my shows. They stream my music. Um, so it's definitely like I'm on my way up.
Hmm. What is it about you
What is it about me? What?
that make people buy in?
Yeah. I think it's what you said when I first joined, that I don't look the way that I sound. I also think I'm I'm relatable. I'm a people person. There a lot of people, what I've taken away, a lot of people see themselves or their kids or their sister in me.
Hmm.
I've had a lot of people come up to me at shows. I've actually had a lot of older people come up to me at shows, like people in their 60s and up, tell me that they have gay kids, and like seeing me just be myself and like that not be my entire identity, but I'm just existing as that and being successful and happy and just thriving as who I am,
Hmm.
makes them so happy to see. So,
Is it the sexuality supersede talent?
no, I don't think so, because I have, before I came out, as gay 3 years ago, but I mean, I've always known, but I didn't come out until 3 years ago. But
Hmm.
I was very girly. I had very long hair. I wore makeup. I was a very different artist 3 years
Hmm.
ago, and I still have the same fans. They love my music and me as a person and how I've always just been like authentically myself. They love my lyrics and they relate to them. So I think no matter what it is, it's sexuality or not, I think people relate to me and they see themselves in me.
Pain or love? Biggest motivator for songwriting.
It's so crazy. So I write songs no matter what I'm feeling,
Hmm.
but when I'm like in love, that's when I get the best.
Really?
Yeah. I do have, actually I take that back. To me it's kind of equal. It's hard.
Close your ears, Jade.
Yeah, it's hard. My last relationship, when it ended, I wrote a 24 song album in 7 days. So that for sure,
Yo.
yeah, that was a and honestly, it might be my best music. I haven't recorded it yet because I'm currently working on my first album, which is a love album.
Hmm.
Um, I already wrote the second one entirely, so that's going to be really exciting to drop. It's really great. It's actually not all R&B. A lot of it's pop too, and like indie. music, kind of like a little country vibe. So it's different.
So
But
more like the Pink lane.
yeah,
Okay, because Pink's fucking dope.
yeah. More actually no, more like SZA, kind of how like SZA's album, like it's not really just R&B, you know,
Hmm.
like there's a lot of different things on it. But because I make music based on my emotion and like what I'm going through, and not every single emotion and feeling and thought that I have is gonna be R&B. So I genuinely just love making all types of music.
Biggest risk musically you've done so far?
Um, I guess, well, when I first started making music, I actually started as a rapper. I was horrible. I was 15. But it did get me followers. It got me a following. I did shows in New York. I literally would do rap battles in Brooklyn when I was like 15. I'm not even kidding. There's like videos probably on YouTube somewhere.
Okay,
So
what
I
was your
guess
name though?
it was Lily Massey
Oh, okay.
or like LG or something. I don't even remember because my name is
Okay.
Lily Grace Massey.
Now LG is pretty horrible, but I like
Yeah,
Lily
it's
Massie.
horrible. But yeah, so I guess like the risk, I don't know, would be I went from rap to then pop to now I make R&B plus pop and everything, you know? So I guess that might be the
Calculated
risk.
or calculated or just going with the flow?
When like creating or just in general.
I mean, the transitions from
Oh,
rap to where you are. Was that like a step by step process that you envisioned beforehand, or was it just you just trying different shit out?
I wish. It was just me trying shit out. I grew up, I know earlier I was saying I grew up on R&B and old music, but when I got into high school and middle school and stuff like that, like I was obsessed with like Dr. Dre and Eminem. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a rapper. Like I'm gonna be just like Dr. Dre.
So do you produce?
I don't. I have, but I don't do it often.
What do you look for in a producer?
It's honestly chemistry. I'm not the kind of person that will be like looking for packs of beats from people in my email. Like I would much rather work with somebody in person.
Hmm.
That's when I've made my most incredible music. So I just look for chemistry and vibes. Somebody that understands like the vision and what I want.
Biggest song you've had so far?
Lose. It's at 2 million streams.
Really?
Yep.
How long it take?
I put that song out in 2021
Yo,
or maybe 2022. I think it was 2021.
and did it come out the gate strong, or was there like a corner that turned?
In 2023, I was posting a lot of content and it randomly just blew up on Instagram one day, like out of nowhere, and
Hmm.
got like 5 million views on Instagram. Like genuinely so organic, like it happened out of nowhere. And the streams just blew up and now they're very consistent.
So you were ready for the success.
Yeah. And it's a matter of time. I've been doing this forever. So it's like, it's just in my blood at this point.
Okay, you're like 20 years old. I don't think you've been doing it
I'm
forever.
23.
I'm sorry, God forbid. I'm old. 23 is,
No.
oh my God, you're such a baby. And respectfully, I don't want to.
I appreciate that.
But you look younger than 23.
Do I? Interesting.
Yes. Aren't you still, I know you're getting carded.
No, I was just in Hawaii with my friends and I didn't get carded once. And I was like, damn, I'm getting old.
Oh my God.
Nobody carded me.
Are you serious?
It's the tattoos. I'm like covered.
Oh, do they, do they hurt?
Yes, certain spots. I'm not even going to lie. I don't know why people lie.
Most recent tattoo.
I got this one on the top of my thigh and I literally didn't even finish it because it hurt that bad. So it's not done.
Oh, me and my middle daughter, this was
Yeah.
years ago, went to go get tattoos together. And I got a tattoo this fucking big.
Hmm.
And I swear to God, had she been in that room, I would have just stopped it because I was about to cry. It was
Yeah.
ugly. Oh my God, man. And back in the day, It wasn't a problem. Oh, I was a whole bitch.
That's so
Arr!
funny.
And this shit is like 1 inch by 1 inch.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Crazy.
Last year, best year for you musically,
Um, Last year you said?
success
Yeah.
wise.
Uh, I would say musically, yeah, for sure. I've
What was
created
love
the
like
best
last
year of
year?
my life.
What was love like last year?
I was in a relationship, and to be honest, it wasn't really that healthy, and it kind of clouded my judgment on life and love, and um, yeah, that's what it was like last year. I have a lot of music coming out about it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But what does it feel like? Well, I can tell you from experience that being loved incorrectly can set you back so far in life.
100%.
But when that someone steps in and loves you correctly, it makes you forget all that shit.
Exactly. Like, I just got in a new relationship, and I'm a relationship kind of person. Like, I'm a lover. Like, I can't do the toxic stuff. But so far, it's teaching me that I deserve love and success and happiness, you know? And it, even though you get set back from somebody, when somebody does love you right, it like really shows you like you were never too much and it was them.
Where you from?
I'm from New Jersey, but I live in LA.
How do you make it from Jersey to LA?
How do I make it here?
Let me rephrase that. At what point did you decide I need to move to the West Coast?
Out of high school, I applied for LA College of Music, and I got a scholarship just because my music, whatever. I had terrible grades, but my music, I had a lot of music out, and I had done a lot of shows, and so they gave me a scholarship. So I moved here on that, um, and then I dropped out, and I've just been grinding. I was working. I work a lot. I had like 4 jobs at one point. Still doing the working thing and doing a lot of music. So,
How long have you had a manager?
I've had my main manager Ion since 2021. He hit me up on Instagram randomly. So I've been working with him for since 2021, and then Casey joined my team in 2024.
Really?
Yep.
So you got two managers.
Yes.
How's that work?
So Ion's kind of like he is kind of like the marketing and like I guess the brains, and then Casey's my day to day and like my guide. She just helps me with everything in life. I don't know how else to describe it.
That's a hell of a manager, though. And I've heard people describe it as like and over the years, I used to think, okay, I need a manager. I need a manager. And it wasn't until I found Rita that it all synced.
Hmm.
But she does do a lot of shit,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
and she
I'm
listened
like
to me bitch
so
about shit. Like,
yeah. I'm like so grateful for them. Like I don't even know what I would do without them.
yeah, shout out to the managers everywhere,
Yep.
because people don't understand. It's more than just booking shows. It's I'm having this shitty day. I need somebody to talk to.
Yep.
Like I need to pay my rent. I can't do this show. Or can you give me an extra $500 because I'm feeling like shit today. Whatever
Yep.
the case is, like managers really don't get the credit that they deserve.
Yep.
What's the what's the outlook for you for the next year? What you got planned?
2 albums. Uh,
Really?
yeah. Planning on the first album I'm dropping, which is actually my first album ever. End of March or early April, but I believe end of March. And then, like I said, the Heartbreak album I wrote, it's fully written, like 24 songs. So that's once I record that, I'm putting it out. I think for me, the goal is to just build my catalog and just put out as much music as I can, grow a lot as a person and an artist. Do a lot of shows.
Is 24 songs too much in today's market for an album?
I think no, but also like I get where you're coming from. I mean, Chris Brown does it. I know he's Chris Brown, but for me personally, it's like the more music the better because you have a catalog and your catalog is kind of like what makes you the money and the people that love you will always listen to your music. It
But
always gives somebody something to listen to.
is it the more music or the more projects? Like if you can cut like most people are putting out EPs nowadays.
Yeah. I That's what I've been doing the past couple years. I was doing singles every month.
Hmm.
I have one EP out. But for me, I think I'm ready for an album just because, like I said, the catalog situation.
Multiple producers or just a couple? Well, I guess that's the same fucking
Multiple
thing. My bad.
producers.
Any who chemistry wise, who and did you develop the chemistry almost immediately when you linked up?
Yeah, my main producer, his name is White Noise. He is like the most talented producer I've ever worked with in my life. We have the most insane chemistry. Like I'll just pull up to Atlanta and get a hotel room, and he'll just come to my hotel room with his setup, and we'll literally record like 10 songs and write them in like a couple hours. Like we have the most insane chemistry. It was like immediate with him.
Any particular? Do you have a process for writing?
Um, Sorry, there's like noise outside.
I know
I
those
like,
birds is like, yo,
yeah,
we want in on this
yeah,
interview.
yeah. um, I like to go for just like the feeling. Like I like to find a beat that really like fits my vibe, what I'm feeling in the moment, and then I just sing. And once I really get a melody down that I'm feeling, I'll start writing it. Or sometimes like I'll have the concept already, or I'll have lyrics already, um, and then I'll search for a beat where it's like this concept and lyrics, like this is the feeling that I want, and I'll try and find something that's like in my head, and or I'll sing a melody that I want the beat to sound like to the producer, and I'll be like, yo, like I just wrote this concept and I want it to sound like this. um it's so weird. A lot of times like I'll be like, I really want to make a song that sounds like Purple, and my producers will be like, I get it, and they'll literally just like do that, and it's like I don't know how to explain it. I know Kanye does that.
Really?
Yeah, like you can like feel songs in color.
So what is what? So have you literally told somebody purple?
Yeah, like one of my producers in LA, like I literally pulled up to his house a couple weeks ago, and I was like, bro, I literally like I want to make a song that sounds like Purple and like Pink. And he looked at me and he was like, I get it. And he just made a beat. And it was like exactly what I was envisioning in my head. So that
What?
sometimes is the process.
Okay, so you got a song. Did it come out yet, or is
No, not yet.
it's coming out today?
No. Oh, the one that's coming out today. Yeah, that one's called Make It Count. I made that with White Noise.
That's fucking fire.
Yeah, he's incredible.
So what's that about though?
It's crazy. He actually wrote that first verse and like sent it to me, which I normally don't do. I normally just write my songs myself, but I was like, that's hard, and then I finished it. But the song's essentially about a one night stand. Like we only have one night, so let's just make it count. You know what I mean? Like I want the whole night to be about you. I want to like take care of you and make sure you're good because we only have one night to do this.
Well, damn, how much taking care of can you do in one night?
A lot, a lot if you do it right.
Love or like, which is more important?
I think they're both equally important. You can't love someone and not like them.
You absolutely can.
You can, I mean, actually I take that back. I meant the other way around.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Yeah. But
uh,
mm, actually I do take that back. You can love someone and not like them. That is very true.
absolutely.
There are
Yeah.
a lot of people in this world that I love but I don't like.
Yes.
Um
That the relationship cemetery is full of those.
yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I know from experience.
Yeah, that is actually a good point. I guess I would say like some to me love is more important because like even the people that I know that I love but I do
Hmm.
not like them, I'd still do anything for them because I love them, you know? So, there's people that I like but I don't love, you know?
I would agree with that. Here's the question that I ask everybody that comes on the show, has nothing to do with anything, but you're sitting on a park bench and God sits down next to you. And he or she says you can ask them one question, what would it be?
Damn, that's a good one. I would be like, am I dead right now? Because what is going
Are you okay?
on? I'd be like, am I like alive right now?
Are you surprised at where you are now?
um, to be honest, I thought I would be further, but am I surprised where I am? No, because um it's all about the work you put in and things that happen, and I think where I am right now is exactly where I'm supposed to be, so I'm not surprised.
Is there something that you feel like you haven't done? That's kind of like why you haven't gotten to where you feel like you should be long term.
Yeah. Um no, I think I'm exactly where I'm meant to be right now.
I give you an unlimited budget. I give you three producers you can choose to work with that aren't white noise. Who do you pick?
Pharrell, um Timbaland, and uh TB Hits. Or honestly, Leon Thomas, even though he makes music now, but he produced my favorite album of all time, which you're gonna probably laugh at, but it's Yours Truly by Ariana Grande. That's my favorite album of all time.
I don't know much about Ariana Grande.
Yeah,
But what I do know is that there are a lot of people out there that are fucking dope that I have no clue exist.
yeah,
So, take that with a grain of salt, I guess.
yeah.
Here's one for you not sure why, but I don't know if you're familiar with Alchemist.
Mm-mm. Oh wait, the producer?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to hear you do some shit with Alchemist.
That would be fire.
Like that dude is just the samples and the simple complexity of the shit that he does is just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It's like Timberland at the other end of the spectrum.
right.
Because Timberland does some ridiculously complex shit that seems so fucking simple.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you're right, Ben Franklin. Who just said Alchemist is dope.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Okay, so two albums coming up this year.
Hmm.
I say, okay, uh, you can win a Grammy or you can go diamond. Which would you prefer?
That is a tough question. I think, I would go Diamond because although I do want to win a Grammy, that's not my main goal. There's so many artists. Like the fact that Nicki Minaj doesn't even have a Grammy, like proves that Grammys don't really mean shit, you know?
Um, I think that the Grammy, they're trying to get a little bit more diverse, but it's generally speaking the stuffier wing of musicianship,
Yeah,
and plus you can't pay your light bill with a Grammy award.
exactly. Like you can, once you go Diamond, like you'll have money, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God. What song did you think was going to be the one that turned out to not be at all?
Um, it's so funny. So Lose, I knew that that was going to be the one that took off.
Really?
I did, yeah. The second that I heard that song and I made it and it was done, I was like, this is gonna be the one that is gonna take me out of here. But as of recently, The song that I made, Got Me Fucked Up. I honestly thought that that was gonna top Lose.
Hmm.
It hasn't yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Do you get trapped by a song like Lose in that you keep trying to recreate it?
I've had the mindset where I'm like, I need to top that song, but that's the incorrect mindset because that's like the same mindset of being like walking into the studio and being like, yeah, I need to make a hit right now. Like that just doesn't happen. Like what I do is I literally just create,
Hmm.
and I never ever try to make a hit, because anything can be a hit, and it's about the feeling and the passion and the love that you put into it. That's what will make it a hit.
Favorite
With it,
song off the Heartbreak joint?
the one that I wrote that it's not coming out soon,
Yeah, the
or
24, the 24 record one. The one
okay,
that you were
let me
just,
look at the titles.
yeah, I need to know about this one. And I'm wondering why not put that one out first? That just seems.
I know it's because I haven't recorded it yet,
Mhm.
honestly, and my first album is done already, and I'm super excited about that. Um, Off the Heartbreak one, I wrote this song called. Uh, Sorry, hold on. I'm looking for it.
And now I want to see. I got to go through your IG and see what you look
Yeah,
like with the long hair.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I wrote this song called "For a While." Um, it was like the day that I got dumped, and like I don't feel this way anymore because I'm kind of just like that relationship was not healthy.
Hmm.
It wasn't for me, and so I'm definitely happy it's over. But I still had a lot of emotions that day because I felt betrayed. My ego was hurt, if anything. So I wrote this song called For a While, and I think it's really, really well written. It's probably one of my favorite songs I've ever written. It's just like we could still walk down the aisle because I'll be in love for a while. And it's just like the concept of like when you
Yo,
yeah, like when you break up with when something ends with somebody so suddenly, you're just like, damn, like when am I gonna stop feeling this way about this person? And then everything starts hitting and you're like, actually that relationship wasn't good for me, and like I'm so much better on my own and I'm happy it's over. But that initial thought, you're just like, damn, like I'm gonna
so
be feeling like love for a long time.
you got the
And
beat for that one and everything?
I do, yeah. Nobody that's listening, steal that lyric. Don't steal that lyric.
Oh my god! I kind of wish you hadn't said that because
It's good.
that is great.
I know when I wrote that song, I was like, damn, I just wrote this shit. Like, this is gonna be a good ass song. I'm
Like
very
that's
excited.
probably one that I would go ahead and do and maybe add to this album.
Yeah.
Just ba- and I'm literally and obviously I'm it's just based off of that sentence.
Yeah, that's the sentence that does it. I mean, a lot of my albums, like, I'm very excited about the lyrics in the both of the albums that I've written because I really went in like I'm a lyric person. Like I said, I
Mhm.
grew up on like Eminem and Dr. Dre, and like I know that that's not R&B, but they're still lyricists, and like Tupac, like you know what I mean? Like I grew up on poetry. So
Mhm.
when I write a song, I make sure that when you read it without the music, you can understand the concept and it reads to you as a story.
I hope it fucking blows up and your ex cries for 17 months
Oh, for
straight.
sure. For sure.
I've been dumped before. And being
Yeah.
dumped is such a humbling fucking experience.
It really is, and it's so crazy because like everybody keeps asking me like, "Oh, do you still have feelings for your ex?" And like for me, the answer is absolutely not. Like I'm so happy that it's done. Um, but it's like an ego thing. Like I almost wish that I did it. Like why did I get broken up with? You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, that should hurt my ego.
I prefer to be dumped.
Really, I don't.
Yes. It almost absolves me. It
Yeah,
can't. You know what? You lost me. You know, if I have to dump you, then I also have to look inside and recognize that it's not just you.
that's
You know,
valid.
it's part of me too. You know, and I am not easy to deal with.
Me neither.
Oh my God. What sign are you?
I'm a Pisces,
So,
so
all
I'm a
right.
lot.
You just had a birthday.
No, March 20th. I'm the
March
last
20th.
day.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, okay. My ex was an Aquarius.
We're fucking nuts.
Pisces don't normally get along with Aquariuses
Really?
because you guys are like, I don't know. It's very different. Pisces are very, very emotional, and Aquariuses are very, very not emotional. So it's like we're the complete
That's so
opposite.
not true.
You think?
We are inappropriately emotional. Like, we'll hold on to shit and hold on to shit and hold on to shit. And by the time we release this shit, it's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
But everybody catching strays. And, by the time I'm done, I have been done for a long ass time.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, man. You ever been cheated on?
I haven't, thankfully.
Yo, I've been cheated on. That's fucking.
That sounds like my biggest fear.
Oh my God. I've been on both sides of the coin because I've cheated on somebody before. And then when I got.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I was bad. I was an ain't shit dude.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a good 5 year period where I was just completely out of pocket.
That's crazy. I mean, I respect it, whatever.
Yeah, but men can't take getting cheated on. And when I got cheated on, I was like a fucking toddler.
Yeah,
Just,
I mean,
oh God, it was
yeah.
inconsolable.
That sounds like my biggest nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, I am an intense lover. I'm just like when I'm dating someone, I only see them and I'm like I want to get married like right now and like never look at another person ever.
You know what? I'm the same way, and I've always been the same way, and people think I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I've been generally wrong too. Let me throw
Yeah.
that out there.
Me too.
I, that's a whole different story. I don't even too deep. I don't even get myself fucked up, but yo. So, do you plan on staying out west, or is Atlanta the next move?
I love LA. I plan on staying here.
It's got to be expensive though.
It is, yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, so are you like LA, or like an hour away?
No, I'm in LA. I'm in like East Hollywood.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You gotta have like 37 roommates.
I have one roommate.
Oh, you guys are doing good, huh?
Yeah.
They make music too.
No, she's just one of my best friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When did your parents buy into the dream?
Honestly, always. Like when I said I want to make music when I was like 13, my dad went to Guitar Center and like bought me a mic and an interface and was like, "Okay, figure it out." And then I would just sit in my room for like hours and just like record from YouTube beats and like do covers and put them on Twitter because back then it was Twitter that was like the thing. Um, yeah.
What covers did you enjoy, or do you still enjoy doing the most?
I love Chris Brown. Like I love singing Chris Brown songs. I don't know, like our voices just sit really well, I guess, in the same space. So I always am singing. I literally did a cover of a Chris Brown song today. Um,
But
but
can you
yeah.
dance?
Hmm?
Can you dance?
I can't. Unfortunately, that's the white in me. I know I can sing, but like I admit that's the white girl in me. Like I can't dance.
That's- I'm sorry, but that was hilarious.
I've tried. I've literally taken lessons. It's not for me.
It's not just you though. I can't dance either. Although I used to be able to. When I was
Yeah.
23, I could dance.
Yeah.
The older I've gotten, the creakier my bones have gotten, and they like, no, bro, we ain't doing that shit no more. Uh, oh my god, your favorite songwriter?
My favorite songwriter, Esther Dean.
Okay, I'm completely lost on that one.
You don't know Esther Dean?
Mm-mm.
She's written like every Rihanna song. Um, There's more. I just gotta like I can't think off the top of my head, but off the top of my head, she was the first person I thought of.
I'm gonna have to check out every Rihanna song, which doesn't like. I'm a Rihanna fan.
Oh, and Pooh Bear. I really want to work with him.
Yeah, because Rihanna songs don't give me depth.
She does more than just Rihanna. I just think she's an incredible writer. But also Pooh Bear. I love Justin Bieber. Um, Justin Tranter. I don't know if you know him. He makes a lot of pop music. Ryan Tedder. Uh,
Have you written for anybody else?
Not anybody big, but I've written for friends and things like that.
Is that a goal of yours to occupy that space also?
It is actually, yeah. I have a lot of friends that write for big artists, and I've been talking with them recently about like pulling up and showing some of my music and writing, giving some records.
It's that's the one thing I will say monetarily kind of seems to suck for your generation
Yeah,
because people that writers and writers and producers especially 20 30 years ago Timberland was getting $1 million a beat, half a
yeah.
million dollars a beat.
Hmm.
He's probably not getting six figures at all now.
Definitely not.
You know, has YouTube helped or hurt music?
I don't even think about YouTube really ever. I think like it's more. I don't think it hurt music. I don't know because like I grew up in the YouTube era. Like that's just where music is and like Spotify and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I remember having to tape shit off the radio. I am that old. You put a little
That's tough.
piece of tissue in tapes. Oh my god! And who doesn't get the credit, and I tell people this all the time. And I am not a Soldier Boy fan. Have never liked his music, but that guy is the reason that music on the internet is what it is.
Yeah,
You can say what you want about him and the things that his antics, but the impact you can never take away from that guy.
that is true. Kiss Me Through the Phone was the shit.
If there's something that in 100 years they dig up about you, what would you want it to be?
Damn, that's a good question. Um, I guess just, that I was just always authentically myself. I think that's the most important thing, like that I was just happy and I yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. I'm stumped on that one.
That's okay. And I'm not going to. I don't take too much more of your time. If people want to get in touch with you, they want to book you for a show. Yo, and you got a show coming up in London too, right?
We moved it to June, but I have shows in Seattle, LA, Texas, right in March.
Yo, that's a crazy diverse population.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
No, because it's very intentional. Like it's all about where my streams are at. We book shows based on where people are listening to my music. It's normally the East Coast, to be honest. I very rarely do West Coast shows because most of my listeners are on the East Coast. But yeah, I'm really excited.
And I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off. If people want to get in touch with you, they want to book you. How they go about doing that?
They can DM me, email me. It's in the link in my Instagram bio. So just at Lily Massie.
Any advice you want to leave before we depart?
I would say life is tough, but you gotta do what you love and like your passion, and you could live your life doing things that you hate just to stay afloat, but there's no point. Life is so short, so just do what you want to do and enjoy it.
Amen to that. This has been a beautiful conversation. And again, if you guys don't know behind the scenes, she was busting her ass to try to get, for whatever reason, the link wouldn't work. And if it was me, I just would have like we'll reschedule it to some whatever, just go away. But I want to thank you so much for your patience. This has been a phenomenal conversation.
Thank you.
And if I don't know and I said, tell everybody this. If there's anything that I can possibly do for you, please don't hesitate to ask, and I got you.
This was a great conversation. Really nice speaking to you.
Well, thank you. Some of us old people can hold a thought or two occasionally.
What do you mean? I'm older than you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking funny. On that on that note, you have a phenomenal evening on purpose, and you are welcome back anytime.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yo, that was pretty fucking dope. Yo, Ben Frank, man. Ben Frank is fucking dope, man. Yo, look, I can't possibly thank you enough. Jade, salute to you, Jade. Info to come up, definitely appreciate y'all and everybody that tapped in. I will be back at 7 o'clock. And let me make sure that I am somewhat pronouncing the brother's name correctly, Byron Wan. And I do believe they hold the same management team. Anyway, this is Jobs. This has been another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. It is your talent that gets you on the show, but it's your story that makes you stand out. We only fuck with legends around here, and y'all about to find out. On that note, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.